Hello everyone, Namaste and Khamagani. Today I'm about to talk about a topic which is not so commonly talked about. And apart from cyber citizenship, honesty versus practical wisdom, education and automation, this topic might not be that interesting. But lend me your ears, audience. I'm going to take you through a journey of a place that the God had forsaken. Before I begin, I want to show you a picture. Now, you can see 5 pictures on the presentation there. I want you to look at them and give me an answer that how many of them can be considered as a desert. 1, 2, 3, or all of them? Any answers? So majority of them say all of them, but you might not have a reasoning behind it. So let me take you to the next slide. What are deserts? A desert is a place where the evaporation exceeds the level of precipitation. That means the raining is less and the evaporation is more. Or the rainfall per year is less than 50 centimeters. And to an extent, a desert can be considered a place of low vegetation. Now, I'm going to take you to the picture back. Now you take a look at it. I think you can judge it better now. You might think that what is so good about desert and why am I standing here and talking about a place where nobody would like to go to. And if I ask any one of you, where would you like to live? In a desert lifestyle or in an urban city lifestyle? I bet your reaction would be somewhat like this. Yeah, this would be your reaction, definitely. Now, talking about what is biodiversity. Now, biodiversity consists of 3 things: the ecosystem, the species living in it, and the genetics. Now, the biodiversity of the desert is somewhat like this. Yeah. And it's not coming fully, so I'm going to tell you by myself. The desert biodiversity consists of an ecosystem where the species are genetically adapted to live without a supply of water or live in harsh conditions of heat. Now we say that humans are not suitable to live in a condition of deserts. Let me introduce you to this community called Berbers, or they would like to call themselves the Amazighs. These are the peoples living in the deserts from past 1,000 years in the North African deserts, and they are as skilled as those animals living there to survive in these harsh conditions. Now, what is so important about this desert? First thing, that deserts are known to be the place of carbon sinks. Now, what are carbon sinks? According to the scientific definition of a carbon sink, is it any natural environment viewed in terms of ability to absorb carbon dioxide. Now, why is it important for us to know that deserts absorb carbon dioxide? Because definitely we are facing a problem called global warming. And that's what helps us. That's how deserts helps us in maintaining the global warming. Deserts are considered to be the highest storers of mineral wealth. They contain things like gypsum, nitrates, borates, and other salts. An interesting fact is the 50% of the copper supplied all over the world comes from the deserts of Mexico. Now, I'm going to talk about some fascinating creatures that desert is home to. The first thing is this Scarab Beetle. It is also known as the dung beetle. Now, what is so fascinating about it? This creature can live up to a month inside another animal's dung. So be careful, ladies and gentlemen. Next time you go to a desert, so do not step on a dung. You might destroy someone's shelter. Now, this is a desert tortoise. Now, what is so fascinating about the desert tortoises? They can live up to 140 years. And one more amazing thing about them are that they can live up to 1 year without water and food supply. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, this animal is called as the Thorny Devil. Not the horny one, the thorny. The amazing thing about this one is that it can drink from its feet, its skin, and from its, the pricks you can see on its body. They open pores so that any water found in the land or beneath it, it can absorb it. Now, there have been a major question that what will happen if the deserts disappear. There is no particular theory about it, but according to me, if there is nothing called as disappearing of deserts. The life began from the formations of deserts. You know, then the trees came, then the water came, then the coral reefs were found, and then the rainforest. So we are talking about this topic called destruction of desert habitat. What I think about deserts is that there is no destruction of them. In fact, deserts are the last formation after the destructions of rainforests and coral reef. So after, when the coral reefs and the forests are destructed, all you will find is this. Now at last I would like to say this, that we live in Rajasthan, and I am very attached to this place. That's why I chose to talk about this topic. Though I'm avid towards researching about global perspectives and global theories and global crises, but this time I thought it would not harm if I take this topic to choose. And on the lighter note, I took this because nobody was generous towards this topic. At last, I would like to share 2 lines which was written by this anonymous person. He said that ख्वाहिशों की मंजिलें बड़ी अजीब होती है, क्योंकि जिस रास्ते पे ये चलती है उनकी कोई राहें नहीं होती. धन्यवाद.
Thank you, Yash.